out to, back into the country, to a constituency in the Western North region of Ghana. I'm talking about the Bibiani-Anhwiaso-Berkwai constituency. There are challenges with roads, chieftaincy disputes, galamsey, and other social issues. The MP for the area, Alfred Obeng Boateng, is joining us. He is also a member of Parliament's Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. Alfred Obeng Boateng is our guest here on The Pulse. Good afternoon, sir. And
good afternoon, my brother.
Happy New Year.
Yeah,
it's good to see you.
Many happy returns.
I'm sure that you've been with your constituents over the Yuletide, and so you are able to assess what the status of the economy is. Are they doing well?
Yes. Of course, as you all know, things are not, we are not in normal times, so we are not getting it as it used to be and as it's expecting, but gradually we are improving.
Right.
And I think, I went there 22nd, 23rd. I left there on the 8th of January. So I spent quite a number of days there to interact with them. Yeah,
and we know that one of your concerns, the headache there, is about the roads. Let's start off with the roads. What's really your concern about the network connecting the entire constituency?
Entire constituency? Yes. We have problems with the roads, but apparently the problems that we are having now is about the contractors going back to site to work. Other than that, I must say about 80% to 90% of our roads have been awarded to contractors already.
Okay.
And if they're able to execute, I can say that Bibiani-Anhwiaso-Berkwai constituency will have the best roads in the country. So, nonetheless, as MP, I've also been trying my best to reshape, re-gravel, sectional roads as we wait for the contractors to do the bituminous surfacing, which is what you are expecting.
Precisely.
Yeah, so temporary
measures, right?
Temporary measures have been taken to consideration to make the roads more travelable, but it comes at huge cost.
Definitely, and partly the reason why people feel this is not working out is because maybe you don't even have a DC at post, or an MC, if we could describe him at post, to coordinate that action between yourself as the MP and then also coordinating the exact work or implementation on the ground. Unfortunately, your area has been without an MC for some time now, correct?
For some time.
Yeah.
Yes. If as a matter of fact, our problem is not even the absence of the MC.
Right.
But I must say that our problem had been the appointment of an MC who was not, let's say, cooperating. I came into office in 2021, and a new MC was appointed. I was expecting that I could get somebody who could, work with me, who could share my vision, so that we could make our constituency attractive, our party attractive. But unfortunately, the MC who was appointed happened to be the one who was brought by the former member of parliament.
Okay. So you were not having the necessary cooperation?
The one that I unseated. So I must say that 2 years now, the assembly had virtually done nothing. So 2021, I had to, as a member of parliament, So that, I mean, you know, we don't control any resources.
Yeah.
I had to organize machines, bought fuel myself. Fuel alone, I bought about 165,000 Ghana cedis fuel to reshape, re-gravel some sections of the road to make the roads motorable. So, and this had been going on, Unfortunately for us as a constituency, we lost our MC about 6 months ago. Now we are about to replace him, and that is where the issue that you are hearing, is coming from.
I'm sure you've heard the reports yourself. Some reports out there that you were, gathering a lot of youth to also go on rampage, demonstrate, and you've seen some of the media reports as well about yourself.
Well, I think that they have the media or the individuals behind those reports. They have misconstrued exactly what I said. I granted an interview in the constituency on one of the local radio stations, Stylish Radio, and I said that we were going to, we're going to have a press conference, but perhaps the number of people that are invited is huge, so people misconstrue the press conference to be demonstration and the demonstration against my government and my party, but that is not the case. The press conference was to, make the authorities, to make them aware of the reality in the constituency. And the reality basically is that there is a faction there. The one I unseated, he has his
own
guys in the constituency who are still antagonizing me. And if they choose the MCE from that group, they are now going to have another source of power. Are we getting me? To frustrate me, to antagonize me. And the effort, the resources that I will spend in fighting them, it will not be to the benefit of the party.
What's your biggest fear? I mean, going into an electoral season, 2024 is just around the corner. Do you have fears that the party unity may not be there going into the next elections?
Well, that is not, a bother to me. To me, my fear is that government will not appoint somebody who will use government resources to fight me. Are you getting me? Because I am a member of parliament on the ticket of the ruling government. So the MC that will be appointed should be somebody who will work with me.
Closely with you.
Closely with me.
You have leadership in parliament. You also have some, by virtue of your background, you have access to those in higher places as well. Have you tried raising your concern, putting your concerns before the leadership and some elders of the party, just to try and intervene and deal with these concerns that you have?
Yes. I think for now, after my interview on the local radio station, and then the attempted press conference with that huge number, General Secretary, had invited me. And I will attend to the invitation tomorrow to find a way. And again.
So you've been invited. Is it the case that your party feels you are, inciting people against the government appointee? Is that the feeling?
No, they haven't even made the appointment.
You
get me? They're about to make, and it is not in the interest of the party to, appoint somebody who will antagonize the sitting member of parliament. And then I know that I'll win the primaries if anybody is going to contest me. So obviously, I will be the party's candidate for 2024. So I need, unity in the constituency. I need MCE who will work closely with me for us to increase our fortunes in the constituency. Are you getting me?
You're right.
Yeah, so that is all that my interview was about.
How about the feeling that even the individual you suspect may be appointed, well, the president may even look at the situation and say, well, that's not the one I'm settling on, even in the first place. Or you're setting that he's the one going to be appointed.
Oh, yes. You know, before a member of parliament will come out strongly and then, plead with the appointing authorities that they should have a second look at
An appointee.
The one
Nominee, yeah.
The nominee or the one they are going to do this. It means that I have, I've
done your checks.
Done my checks, and then I know that with that person or whoever will be, not even just one person, but if anybody is appointed, and you get to know if a name is submitted by the one I unseated. Right, and that person is appointed. Blacks as we are, obviously, he's going to do his master's bid. Let's sabotage the sitting member of parliament so that my boss can have chance to come back. Are you getting me? And when they are doing that, then it's affecting the party.
Are you not mindful of his competence? Is that in doubt?
Competence
of the nominee.
The nominee.
Yeah.
Oh no. As for the competence, I think we have equally competent people in the constituency.
But if he's competent, why not give him the job?
The problem is that we have experience. Like I said, that 2 years, the assembly had done that.
Right.
2 years. And the reason is that they appointed somebody
There's a friction.
who has an agenda to come and sabotage the MP. You see, and they executed it. So 2 years. The common fund that they receive, what have they used it for? All these questions, but I don't want to go there for now. All that I am pleading for is that they should consult me or they should take my view, my opinion about who should be appointed. It is not constitutional mandate.
Right.
This
is about engagement.
The best practices.
But are you sure you have majority of the grassroots in the constituency solidly behind you on this agenda that you're on?
Precisely. Everybody who wishes the constituency well support this cause. This is something that everybody will understand, that this is a member of parliament who has done a lot for the constituency, a very popular person who increased the party's vote in the constituency. Something over, let's say, about 500%. So if this person is given the opportunity, he can do a lot for the party. You get me? So, even NDC, apart from the extreme people who may think of their party, because the development, when we have development in the constituency, everybody benefits. NDC benefits, CP benefits. So, apart from a few people who may be thinking of their party, so as for them, they wish that this situation should remain, MC antagonizing MP so that they can take the seats. Apart from that, everybody in the constituency supports my call.
Right.
Everybody.
We need to go. What will be your appeal? And I'm sure that there are those who are listening to us from higher places, and obviously you'd be going into that meeting with the General Secretary. What will be that message that you'd want to send across to our viewers and to other stakeholders of the party?
To the viewers and listeners, perhaps some of them might have read some articles, publications. I think that what is those publications are misleading. I think they have twisted the story, or they have misconstrued what I said. But basically, what I said is that I was going to have a press conference, but because I'm not the only person who support that call. So I invited all my constituents that they should come and sit or they should come around to the park so that the appointing authorities will know that this is the plea from the people of Bibiani-Anhwiaso-Berkwai that the authorities should appoint MC who will work with the member of parliament for development to flow in the constituency. So as member of parliament, if I'm able to bring a few things through my MP's common fund and personal resources, the assembly is also doing the central government project. When we put them together, then we can say that the people are going to enjoy. So, and then I also, plead with General Secretary and his people who will be meeting me tomorrow that as we're about to meet, they should, or at the meeting, they should also, carry the message to the appointed authorities and convince them that what the member of parliament is saying will help the party and help the government, help the people in Bibiani-Anhwiaso.
I guess all you want to do is to break the 8. Let's see if that will work in 2024. You're very confident about that. So that's the MP for Bibiani, Alfred Obeng Boateng, joining us here on the Pulse. But